There's a dangerous illusion many people live under, the belief that everyone around them means well, that every smile hides kindness, that every promise hides truth. But life, as the Stoics understood, is not built on illusions. It's built on perception, on clarity. Trust is not something you give away freely. It is something that must be earned through consistency, integrity, and action. Yet in a world where appearances are everything, we often mistake charisma for character, words for wisdom, and attention for affection. The result? We hand over pieces of our peace to those who never knew how to value it. The Stoic philosophers, men who walk through chaos with unshaken minds, taught a simple truth. It is better to walk alone than with the untrustworthy. They understood that misplaced trust can wound deeper than open betrayal, because when you trust the wrong person, it is not just your time or your energy that suffers. It is your sense of judgment, your confidence, your very ability to believe in goodness again. So before you open your heart, your secrets, or your path to someone, pause and look closer. Not everyone who stands beside you walks with you. Some stand only to see how far you'll fall. Welcome to Beyond Vision Mindset, where we explore the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to help you protect your mind, master your emotions, and walk through life with unshakable strength. If you're ready to rise above illusion, embrace clarity, and learn how to see through the masks people wear, make sure to subscribe and stay until the end, because understanding these three types of people may just save you from years of pain. 1. The one who lies with ease. There is something profoundly corrosive about deceit. Lies don't simply distort facts. They corrode trust, they poison relationships, and they weaken the very foundation of reality we stand on. The Stoics believed that truth is harmony with reason, and reason is the only force capable of freeing the human spirit from chaos. When a person lies, they deliberately step out of that harmony, choosing manipulation over wisdom, illusion over virtue. A liar doesn't just lie to you, they lie to themselves. They build a fragile world made of shifting words, and they expect others to live within it. But truth has a way of shining through the cracks. Eventually, the mask slips, and when it does, what's revealed is not simply dishonesty, it's fear. Fear of accountability, fear of exposure, fear of facing the reality they tried to bend. I once knew someone like this, a person whose words flowed like silk, whose stories painted themselves as the misunderstood hero every time. Every conversation seemed convincing, every excuse perfectly rehearsed. For a while, I ignored the subtle discomfort inside me, the part of my intuition whispering, "Something isn't right here." But eventually, the patterns became impossible to overlook. Promises broken, details changing, lies wrapped in charm. And when the truth finally surfaced, I realized something crucial. They didn't betray me because I trusted them. They betrayed me because deceit was a part of who they were. It wasn't about me, it was about their nature. The Stoics remind us that we must never surrender our perception to those who distort reality. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And one of the greatest reactions to deceit is clarity, the courage to see a person for what they are, not for what they pretend to be. Trust the person who stumbles but admits it. Trust the one whose truth may be uncomfortable but consistent. But never trust the one whose words are too polished, whose stories always make them the victim, and whose lies sound too beautiful to question. Because the liar's goal isn't just to deceive you, it's to make you question your own reality. And once you lose that, you lose yourself. 2. The one who speaks ill of others. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." The person who constantly tears others down has forgotten this truth. Gossipers, critics, and those addicted to negativity are not merely toxic, they are empty. Their words reveal a restless soul that cannot find peace within, so they seek it by corrupting others' perception of those around them. When someone constantly speaks ill of others, they reveal their own values, or rather, their lack of them. The Stoics would tell you that a virtuous person does not need to destroy others to feel significant. True confidence is silent. True peace does not whisper about others in dark corners. I once trusted someone who seemed honest because they were always telling it like it is. They spoke about others with confidence, exposing everyone's secrets, judging everyone's choices, pretending their cruelty was truth. For a while, I believed they were just being authentic, but with time, I saw the pattern. They built trust by destroying others. Their conversations were full of poison disguised as wisdom. And one day, I realized, if they could betray everyone to me, what would stop them from betraying me to everyone else? Gossipers are like fire. They spread fast, feed on attention, and burn bridges that cannot be rebuilt. And when they leave, they blame the ashes on everyone but themselves. The Stoics remind us that the wise person guards their tongue as a warrior guards his sword. For words can defend truth or destroy peace, and the choice lies entirely in our control. The one who cannot control their words cannot be trusted with your secrets, your dreams, or your soul. If someone finds joy in criticizing others, understand this. Their words are not reflections of truth, but confessions of their own dissatisfaction. The wise don't speak ill, they rise above it. Learn to be still when gossip surrounds you. Silence in the presence of slander is a mark of strength. For those who feed on others' flaws reveal only the hunger of their own emptiness. 3. The one who cannot control their emotions. Seneca once said, "Anger, if not restrained, is more destructive than any other passion." The person who cannot control their emotions is like a storm with no center, unpredictable, unstable, and often unaware of the damage they cause. To trust such a person is to walk through lightning, hoping not to get struck. Emotional chaos is one of the clearest signs of inner weakness. A person who explodes at every inconvenience, who swings from affection to rage, who allows emotion to dictate reason, cannot be trusted with the delicate balance that trust requires. Stoicism teaches that self-control is the ultimate form of power. For if you cannot govern yourself, you cannot be relied upon to stand firm when life demands calm. I've seen relationships destroyed not by betrayal or distance, but by unrestrained emotion. One moment there was love. The next, there was accusation. One disagreement, and all loyalty vanished. People like this live in cycles of self-inflicted chaos. Their emotions control them like strings pulling a puppet. When you trust someone whose mind is ruled by mood, you hand them the power to destabilize your peace. They may apologize tomorrow, but the damage remains. The Stoics understood that true strength lies in stillness, the ability to feel deeply without being enslaved by those feelings. Watch how people react under pressure, not how they behave when things are easy. Anyone can be kind in comfort. Only the disciplined remain kind in chaos. The emotionally unstable will always find a reason to shift blame, to justify their anger, to paint themselves as the victim of their own storm. The wise, however, seek balance. They understand that peace is not found in suppressing emotion, but in mastering it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." So, if someone's emotions turn you into their anchor, step back. It is not your duty to steady a ship that refuses to learn how to sail. Trust the calm mind, the patient heart, the one who breathes before reacting, because such a person, even in silence, radiates the strength of 1,000 storms they've already conquered within. Trust is sacred. It is the invisible thread that connects two hearts through honesty, respect, and consistency. But in a world filled with illusion, discernment has become a form of protection. The Stoics remind us, it is not cruelty to protect your peace. It is wisdom. You can forgive, you can love, but you must also see clearly. Not everyone who stands beside you stands for you. Some come to take your energy, your focus, your confidence, and leave when your silence no longer feeds their ego. So, walk wisely, listen deeply, observe quietly. The one who lies with ease, the one who speaks ill of others, and the one ruled by emotion. They may appear harmless at first, but their habits corrode trust, and trust, once broken, rarely heals the same. As you move forward, remember, trust is not about suspicion, it's about clarity. Protect your peace with the same devotion you protect your dreams, because peace is the soil where greatness grows, and you cannot plant anything meaningful in poisoned ground. If this message spoke to you, support Beyond Vision Mindset by subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss our deep dives into Stoic wisdom, emotional mastery, and the art of living with purpose. You can also support the channel through Super Chat, stickers, or buying me a coffee. Every gesture helps us spread ancient wisdom to modern minds. Stay grounded, stay discerning, and above all, protect your peace.